The drive to Roche State Park took less than an hour. The sandstone tower seemed to rise out of the earth with no warning. A narrow road twisted around to the back side of the park. Along the way, Ben stopped the truck so they could read a sign explaining the origins of the petroglyphs that had been carved in the sandstone by some unknown Indian tribe. But all Corey could see in the rocks were the messages some vandals had carved. He was a little embarrassed to read them with Ben and Ellen around. A few wooden tables marked the picnic area. Behind the tables lay the first of 303 steps that took visitors to the top of the outlier. Corey strained to see the top from the car window. "That's pretty high," he said. "I hope you deal with heights better than I do," Ben offered. "Oh, you big chicken. These new steps are as solid as a rock," Ellen taunted. Ellen and Corey made it to the top first and were standing at the railing of the observation platform when Ben arrived 5 minutes later, looking a little shaken. Walking cautiously towards the railing, he looked out over the countryside below. His huge hands clung tightly to the rail. From this vantage point, the three visitors could see 60 miles in all directions. Individual clouds cast small, dark shadows that seemed to race across the landscape. "What do you think, Corey?" Ellen asked. "Cool." Ben explained, "Just about everything you see from up here was covered by Glacial Lake, Wisconsin, about 11,000 years ago." "Does that mean this place was an island in the middle of the lake?" Corey asked. "Yeah," came Ben's single-word reply. "Let's head down for lunch. I'm starved," said Ellen. After making their way down the long stairway, sitting to eat lunch seemed like a treat. Corey loved the turkey sandwiches. Ellen thought the coffee was great. As Ben was putting the cooler into the back of the truck, Corey asked, "Can we go back up for a little while?" Ben and Ellen looked at each other. "Why don't you go and we'll wait here," Ben offered. "Be back in 20 minutes, okay?" Ellen added. The 13-year-old ran to the stairs while the 40-somethings sat at the table and felt like 50-somethings. Neither of them said a word, but they knew what the other was thinking. Corey was the best thing to happen to them in almost 8 years. At the top of the stairs, Corey looked out at the horizon. His fears and darkness were being kept at bay for now. A steady cold breeze blew against his face. Looking down at the parking lot, he could see Ben and Ellen. He liked them. Somehow he had just figured that out. He liked Ben and Ellen, and it didn't feel like he was betraying his parents. The rest of the world was too hostile to think about right now, so he wouldn't. Looking to the north, Corey could make out the clear silhouette of an American bald eagle. This was just a coincidence. It could not be the same eagle that he saw at the dam, and besides, that hadn't really happened. Corey walked back down the 303 steps without giving the eagle another thought.